ladies, and welcome back to Still Looking Good 58, the channel that reviews wigs for the mature woman. Today I have another Wow Ebony wig for you, Wow Ebony, and this wig is a banged wig. She is about 12 inches long. She's typical construction, the two combs in the front, comb in the back, adjustable straps, but no elastic band. Now this wig is what you would consider a light yucky, like we talked about last week, and I like it because it's really easy to style and it's easy to just throw on and go. Now what I'll tell you about this wig is when I first got it, the bangs were down to here, so I had to actually cut the bangs off to fit my forehead and kind of take one of those razor combs to thin out the bangs. So I'm going to go and put her on, and I will be right back and we will talk about her and my detox. See you in a second. Okay, I'm back and here she is just plopped on my head. She's 180% density, and what I like about that is it's throughout. Here's the back. She is, like I said, 12 inches. I think she's 12. She might be 14. She might be 14. I don't remember. But it's a nice length for work. And there's not much that you have to do with a wig like this except put some heat on it. So just take your flat iron and, you know, curl the bangs a little bit underneath. You know, put them wherever you want them. Do the sides, just bump it a little bit. And when we say bump, we just mean kind of curl it under just a tad. Just curl it under just a tad. And you can do the same thing in the back or whatever. And that's it. You don't really need much of anything else. She's big head friendly. I have a wig cap on, a wig grip on rather, and she still feels a little big to me. So, and I think I got a 21.5. My head is 22 inches, and sometimes I try to get a little bit smaller because sometimes they run big. But this one feels big, and I'm pretty sure I asked them for a 21.5. They may have sent me a 22.5, but yeah. So yeah, so this is the wig. I will leave the information at the bottom for you about this one. And let me just, yeah, I cannot see to do these bangs right. Maybe if I push the wig back a little bit on my head, they won't seem so long. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it just takes a little bit of adjusting. But I like this yucky texture of this wig, I really do. So let me tell you about my detox situation. My manager at work asked me to do a 7-day detox with her. What's in this bottle is 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, mashed berries, a splash of lemon juice. I don't even think there's any stevia in here. There might be some stevia in here. And then a bunch of water. And we're drinking this concoction every day for 7 days, along with a very, very restricted diet. Now our diet is, I have 2 cups of spinach for lunch with sliced strawberries and 8 pecans and 2 tablespoons of vinaigrette, and that's it. Some days I can have carrots, and so I get 18 little baby carrots. I can eat 18 carrots. I can have a handful of nuts. And then for breakfast I can either have 2 scrambled eggs in olive oil. You can't use butter. 2 scrambled eggs in olive oil, and a half of a smashed avocado. I think it's like 1/4 cup of smashed avocado. And so I just kind of mix it up together and eat it. And then let's see, I think that's it. You're drinking a lot of water. You're taking fish oil and regular vitamins and B complex and things like that, electrolytes to keep yourself, you know, regulated properly. But it's a very restricted diet, and we're doing it for 7 days so that we can kind of get our act together and then start eating more healthy. Because when you get over a certain age, you will notice that you cannot eat the same things you used to eat. I can't go out here and eat pizza every weekend. I can't go to my favorite Italian restaurant and binge on a whole lot of pasta. I can't go to the barbecue joint and eat all the pork sandwiches that I want because my body just doesn't take that anymore. So I have decided that after we do the 7-day detox, I'm going to go on the Mediterranean diet. I think that one's going to work for me because I love Italian food, but this way I can do it in a more healthy way. So I have a friend, actually a colleague, who I used to work with the Discovery Channel. Her name is Frances Largeman. You may be familiar with Frances. She's a dietitian. And I remember years ago when I was working with Frances used to come to work and she would eat these little meals all day long, like constantly eating. And she was like, well, and she didn't gain any weight. And of course she was saying that because she eats these small meals all throughout the day, that's why she's kind of keeps her body regulated. It's like feeding a fire or something. You know, you're constantly giving it some fuel and it keeps you going through the day, but it's just a little bit each time. So Frances is now, she writes for a magazine. I think she's writing for, is it Time Inc? I think she's writing for Time Inc. But anyway, she appears on Today Show and things like that, talking about the things that she does. And I'm really, really proud of Frances. But Frances told me that she knew somebody who had written a book on the Mediterranean diet. It was a 30-minute Mediterranean diet, and she told me to use that one. So when I get off of the 7-day detox, I'm going to use that book and create some meals for myself and my husband so that we can get healthier. We are also trying to get back to the gym. Now you guys know it's really difficult when you leave the gym to get back. When I was in my 40s, I think, I was really, really regimented when it came to the gym. I went like 4 or 5 times a week. I do not go to the gym hardly at all now, but I am trying to get myself back together and get back into that routine, because once you get to working out, your body really craves it. I mean, you'll get up after a couple of months of doing it and want to just do it. Your body just says, I got to go work out. And you may not believe that, but yeah, that does happen. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is trying to get my act together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you guys, not this detox journey because it's only going to last 7 days, but when I start working on my Mediterranean diet and the things that I come up with, I'll tell you guys how I feel about it, and I'll share with you some of the things that I'm doing. I did not tell you this, but I have a cookbook out. It's not a recipe book. It's a book on how to cook for people who know absolutely nothing about cooking. If you're interested in it, I will leave the link down in the description section. But I wrote that book because there are a lot of people out there who just don't know anything about the kitchen. And so I take you from going into the kitchen and cleaning services and choosing meat and knowing which rice is which and which flour is which and all that kind of stuff. And that's in my cookbook. So I'll share that with you at the bottom. It's under my real name, so you'll see that too. I will let you guys know about this journey of mine in terms of the healthy eating. And if you guys have any tips or tricks about it, being over a certain age and changing the way you eat, let me know what's been working for you. So again, I will leave the information underneath here for this wig, which I really love, this light yucky WOWEBONY wig. And yeah, because she was inexpensive and she's just real easy, and that's what I really like about her. Thank you for subscribing. If you have not already done so, please hit that subscription button so that I can continue to bring you videos like this. My numbers are starting to grow. I haven't hit my 1,000 mark yet, but I will. And when I do, I'm going to have a giveaway. So go tell your friends and family to go ahead and keep hitting that subscribe button so that I can give away, because I'm going to be giving away several wigs when I do this 1,000 hit. I'm going to give away several wigs, so don't be surprised if there's like 5 or more wigs that are going to be given away. So just giving you guys the heads up on that. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and hit that button, as well as the notification if you want to know each time I upload a video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and thank you guys so much for supporting me. I really appreciate it. There are some of you all out there that I talk to all the time, and I really appreciate that. I talk to Roni, I talk to Sandra, I talk to Brenda. I mean, you guys are really great, and I appreciate it. So, yeah, thanks for being there for a system. Anyway, as I always say, if you're going to show love to anyone today, please show it to the Creator. I'm still looking good, and of course, so are you. See you next time.